you and I and many other people talked about in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, that God forbid if Garrett Wilson misses a few games, which he was inevitably going to do at some point, you were going to be trotting out an uncompetitive situation at receiver. And that's exactly what happened today. This game was, again, there to be won because the defense has brought it the last 2 weeks to their credit to have some positives. And the reality is you're going to Josh Reynolds against one of the best cornerbacks in the league one-on-one, and he is never going to win that matchup, and that's not fair to him, and it's not even fair to Tyrod Taylor. And I know he underthrew some of these passes, but when he's dropping back, where are you going with the football? And I just found my anger most acutely to the laziness of just restructuring Lazard and just slapping him on the roster with the effort you saw from him the last 2 years and watching him going out there getting illegal shift and illegal motion penalties, not coming back to the football on a beautifully designed trick play. That was a bad throw by Tyrod, but come back to the football, draw pass interference and high point it. And it's such an avoidable mistake. And I'm not going to go over the top and pick on Arian Smith. He's a rookie. They've given him the reps that they should, but go high point the football and score a touchdown. And this is kind of what we talked about. You got a guy in the fourth round who has a ripe opportunity for expanded playing time. He's played a lot of football in 7 games. He has 15 total offensive yards in 7 games because he's a 7th round talent being asked to be a 3rd or 4th rounder and playing that level of reps. So you just didn't give yourself a chance. And it's not fair in this circumstance to the defense the last 2 weeks. You allow 13 points in the NFL to, you watch Denver today. They scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. They scored 13 points against the Jets. Carolina scored 30 points against Dallas last week. They scored 13 points today. You allow 13 points, you should be able to win. The Jets, this is as bad as the offense has ever been. And I've watched the Zach Wilson offense. I've watched Adam Gase years. If you take week 1 out of the equation, which is going to be looked back on as one of the most ridiculous anomalies ever, the Jets have 1 non-garbage time touchdown this season. And it was a broken play scramble on 4th down. They have no normal touchdowns since week 1. I don't know how else to describe it. Not garbage time.
Week 1.
Not just their starting running back has 0 touchdowns and looks just looks so over between Breece Hall and the Jets on all sides.
Right.
It just feels so done. Their starting tight end doesn't have any touchdowns. No, Reynolds has no touchdowns. It feels truly hopeless on offense. And I just don't know what the plan even was on offense today, right? It's why we reacted so harshly to Glenn, snapping at Kaz last week, because it was such a fair question. And then you end up benching Fields 2 quarters later anyway. And I think, again, if you bench Fields last week at halftime and you give Tyrod all the starters reps this week, you probably win these 2 games.